hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Turn this down. Yo, we got to get started. We ain't got all day. There's a lot to talk about around here, believe it or not. Because, you know, everybody got something to say now. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got something to say. Ain't nobody say nothing when stuff was going on. Now, all of a sudden, everybody got something to say. All right, so you know what that means. That means I got something to say. So here we are again. What is this? Day number 3, day number 4 on Diddy. All right, we're going to be talking about Diddy, of course. If we have time, I'll get to Cam. If we don't get to Cam today, then I'll definitely do her on Saturday morning because, child, we got to talk about that foolishness for sure. If you know, you know. Shout out to everybody who is here. I see you. I appreciate you. Please make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you are new. We about to get into some things, child, because people seem to now all of a sudden not got a lot to say. Let me say that there's things that have resurfaced that everyone is reposting, looking at it through a different lens, because now it's like, oh, we knew. Oh my God, that's what that means. Oh my God, that's what this means. Shout out to our girl. Shout out to iammichondenyse. Always with the first super chat. I see you and I appreciate you. She said, hey, y'all, can't stay live stream and enjoy the show. Shout out to iammichondenyse. Appreciate you. No doubt she's doing something that got something to do with Trump. All right. Let's get into it. We got to get started. All right. But we're going to start someplace else. All right. Because they will not leave Bill Cosby the F alone. So according to the Jasmine brand, if you didn't know, Bill Cosby, 10 women who claim TV legend essayed them can move forward with their lawsuit. A judge rules, child. You cannot make this shit up. While all eyes are on Sean Diddy Combs' legal woes, there's been a new development in claims against Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby's attempt to get a civil essay lawsuit against him has been denied. There's a lot of denials going on around her. You might remember 10 women sued Bill Cosby last year, claiming that he essayed them through the 70s, 80s, and 90s. So through, let's make sure we pay attention. Through the 70s, the 80s, and that's 3 decades. That's 3 decades. How, Sway? How? I need someone to help me understand. So he was able to essay them for over 30 effing years. And this is a case that's going to move damn forward from the 70s, the 80s and 90s and 2024, because Bill and all of them was supposed to know that this was going to happen in 2024 going into 2025. See, this is what I be talking about. This is that bullshit that I be talking about. How do you keep going back to someone that's essaying you? Man been married to the same woman, so you wasn't living with him. You wasn't his girlfriend. You just was coming over there saying, child, I need to get on the Cosby show. Child, I need to get on, child, whatever other show you had, child. I can't even think. Fat Albert, child, I don't know. Their lawsuit came after Nevada passed the Justice for Victims of Crime bill, SB 129, which removes the statute of limitations for adults who have survived essay. So any bitch can come out here and say whatever the hell it is that she wants. And now all of a sudden, here we go with more damn lawsuits from a time when these biatches kept going back. We just going to ignore what's right in our face, right? Specifically, the accusers allege that the actor lured them into an isolated environment, DRUGG'd, or attempted to DRUG them, and then essayed them. Cosby then filed a motion to dismiss, and U.S. District Judge Gloria Navarro, a woman, sided with him in the argument that essay is a crime and not a civil state matter. However, she agreed with the accusers on nearly all of the other issues. For instance, Cosby argued that one of the women's claims that he forced self-pleasuring didn't equate to essay. However, the judge noted that essay does include a person forcing another person to self-relieve him with her hand against her will. how. Listen, there's some weak ass biatches around here, okay? There is some weak-minded ass biatches around here. Can no one stand up for what happened to strong and independent and you could do the same thing and you equal to a man? And all of a sudden it's, oh my God, it's not fair. How could you do this to me? For 3 damn decades. The judge said she'd submit a request. Listen, if this shit ain't on video, this is bullshit. If it ain't on video, this is utter and complete bullshit because anybody can say anything. And then the onus is on him to prove them wrong with absolutely no proof except for what the hell it is that came out of their mouth. The judge did say she'd submit a request to the Nevada Supreme Court, but denied Cosby's motion to dismiss in the meantime. Cosby also claimed that SB 129 is illegal because it punishes those who have essayed someone differently than those who have committed other heinous crimes. So in other words, if you red rummed, I guess maybe, I don't know. If you red rummed, maybe not red rum. I don't know if I don't think there's a statute on that. What else could it be? I don't know. So if you did something else that was as bad as this or worse, you don't get the go back, but you get to go back on this, which all you got to do is be able to say it seems. And then that makes it true, right? I can't. This too much. Anyway, so that's what's going on there. And we want to make sure that we know what's going on and not just be overrun, even though this is similar. So, of course, there's someone that has to say, but Trump is running around for president. Because Trump has something to do with everything, you know. No matter what's going on in the world, y'all, you can always find somebody that's going to blame Donald Trump.
Because Trump bad. Trump bad.
I can't do it. Anyway, so that's what's going on with that. Just the FYI, so you don't miss it. And then as I was looking into some more stuff for Diddy, I come across this mess. And I don't know who this goofball is, child, but it says, this is the New York Post, just to let you know, the New York Post. Unmasked. De Blasio's C-19 czar admits to attending deviant DRU-fueled ex-parties during the pandemic. So everybody just out here wilding, right? So NYC C-19 advisor brags in secret recording. Okay, well, you got him on record, but he was out here having fun at a party, at an ex party. I don't give a damn. Like, if you came out here and you was like, oh no, he did this, that, and the third about C-19 or why he was working for de Blasio or whatever, right? That's one thing. But you telling me because this man is going to places where self-pleasuring might be a thing or someone does it to him, I'm supposed to give a damn? When you got all these biatches on OnlyFans over the last how many years now, since 2020, almost 5 years, selling themselves, waiting until they turn 18, but I'm supposed to be outraged by this? I'm supposed to be outraged by Diddy? Goodbye. So what is his name? Jay Varna, former senior advisor for public health, New York City mayor's office from 2020 to 2021. Oh, Lord. Let's see what he got to say.
I actually was the one who convinced the mayor to make it a mandate.
Like, New York City found out that you're having sex parties during COVID?
Yeah, it would have been real bad. We went to some, underground, dance party, underneath a bank in Wall Street. And we were all rolling, we were all taking Molly, and everyone was high.
But what people do it to? So he had got it on tape admitting it. Are they about to take him in and put him in the same Brooklyn jail that Diddy is in? And it was happening over there under Wall Street. Is it now? What is it? Edited. It ain't true. Hold on. Let me read what they just said. Let me read what they were saying. All right. Hidden. Okay. He was busted on a hidden camera boasting about having DRU fueled X parties mid-pandemic. Unwillingly telling an undercover operative working for podcaster Steven Crowder, ain't that the one that had the pregnant wife and he cussed her out or something? Everybody was all outraged about that. Steven Crowder's Mug Club, that New Yorkers would have been pissed if they had found out at the time. that he was going to D or X parties. Why would anybody care about that? You must have had to pay for it because look at him. Look at him. Look at him. He definitely was paying for it. Come on now, just look at him. Dr. Jay Varner served as senior health advisor to former Mayor de Blasio and was tasked with running the Big Apple's pandemic response. Child, he needed an outlet too. I did DoorDash. He was clearly going to X parties. Okay, we all handled the stress in different ways, I guess. The edited clips of Varner's confession were all recorded between June 27th and August 14th and released by Crowder on September 19th. So what is that? That's the day. Oh, Lord. I do believe that dude is here on YouTube. Meaning Steven Crowder. Varner, who no longer works in government, is currently employed as the chief medical officer for a pharma company called Siga Technologies, according to his LinkedIn. Do you think they're going to fire him? I'm thinking he probably going to be all right. In a statement to the Post, Varner confirmed that he was involved in private gatherings during the pandemic, but insisted the recorded conversations were taken out of context. Child, you a freak. Just call it what it is. Child, you is a freak. It wasn't taken out of context. You was in the house bored. Bored in the house, he was in the house bored. Bored in the house, he was in the house bored. He said, I'm going out here and I'm going to do my thing. And because this could be the end of times and I'm going to enjoy my daggone self. And he went and did the damn thing. Now, some years later, dude, they're going to come back and say that you forced somebody to do it. So you actually need to be careful. Yo, why do I give a damn about that? I don't. People be freaks. I don't understand why everybody trying to act like all this fake ass surprise. You have been having biatches being whores all 2024. Are we going to act like it's not true? We going to act like the owner of OnlyFans ain't made hand over fist, over head, pause, no Diddy, over toe, over everything. Shout out to Casey Cat. Thank you so much, honey. She said, but Michonne, the ladies just want to make a buck. Money. It's putting money into Kamala's Cam's economic opportunity. Child, everybody is out here wilding. Okay, everybody's out here wilding. Thank you so much, Casey Cat. Shout out to Ricky Williams in the building. Thank you so much, honey. He said, hey, pumpkin, gotta respect the grind. Hit the like. Thank you so much, honey. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the support. Shout out to everybody who was here. In case you missed it, New York Czar was out here doing the damn Diddy. We're gonna call it doing the Diddy during the pandemic. Let's see if anything happens to him. I gotta feel it that he gonna be all right. One way or the other, okay? Ain't nothing else to talk about there. Just gonna keep you posted, okay? Now we're gonna get into Diddy, child. Pause. So the Neighborhood Talk got a segment, I should say, from News Nation. Attorney on Diddy's legal team maintains his innocence, claims it's different from R. Kelly and Jeffrey Epstein because there are no minors involved. Oh, you may have spoken too soon, ma'am. They never once said these women didn't consent to what happened. Now that I agree with you on.
It's not all the time they say this, but they say this is going our way. Not the bail. They say we have them. We got a lot of people who are going to talk and say that this is what Diddy was about. And some people may pass it off as hip hop culture, but it is a series of felonies.
Now, wait a minute, Chris. Are you allowed to say it's hip hop culture? Is that racist? I'm going to need you to calm down, Chrissy. I'm going to need you to calm down.
And Rico, what do they have wrong?
They did say in court today, they've talked to 50 witnesses. We said the same thing. We've been doing a parallel investigation at every single step of the way, talking to every single there's the same kind of universe of people here that he's been around. We're talking to people to show that we have a case. He's fighting, he's innocent, and he's going to be able to show it.
Innocent means he didn't do any of the wrong things. Not guilty means they can't make the case.
He's
right?
innocent.
So you think he did none of these things? He was never present in any of these activities? This wasn't his lifestyle?
But a lifestyle and being present in activities doesn't mean he committed a crime.
Unless those activities and that lifestyle are criminal.
But those activities and the lifestyle is not criminal. What was notable today, what my partner Mark said in court, is they never once said that these women didn't consent to what happened. Not once.
can they all have consented, or were they minors and therefore the consent doesn't apply?
No charges relating to minors. None. The difference here between R. Kelly, between Epstein, no charges relating to minors.
So this is all adult consensual activity. People can judge it morally, but legally, you believe he committed no crime.
Maybe it's not what someone here would do in the bedroom, but that doesn't mean that what he did was a crime.
It's not all the time that.
Exactly. Exactly. So the minor part, then I would agree with her. Nothing in that whole indictment that we read both of them, said anything about minors. So she's right on all that. And like I've already said, just because he wants to have X the way he wants to have X, it's just the way he wants to do it. Because we sit here and we have listened to all these biatches on street interviews with a microphone in their face, talking about all the depraved crap that they remember. That biatch who sat there on camera in a microphone said that she took down a son and his mother and did a three-way together. But we supposed to be outraged about what the hell going on over here with a man who is rich, a man who on top of the world, a man who's got women at his feet, a man who's got men at his feet, a man who got more money than he ever knows what to do with in his whole daggone life. Now we're supposed to be all like, oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, no, we don't do that around here. No. Everybody was a consenting damn adult. How do you hire someone who wasn't doing the job that they got paid for? How do you get hired mistakenly for a job that you got paid to do? Now all of a sudden it's this commercial ex-worker. Child, who makes this stuff up? I can't take it. Shout out to 091 Mega. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, honey. He said the freaky doctor, the one from the New York Post that was with de Blasio, forced people to get the shot, meaning the C-19 shot, close businesses and have no gatherings. While he was getting his Diddy on with X parties, he made the C-19 policy for NYC. He made the rules but didn't live by them. Oh my God, you are absolutely right. You are absolutely right. He said, y'all gonna be in the house, stay in the house, you be in the house, bored in the house, and I'm in the house bored. They said, he said, y'all stay bored. I'm gonna get my ass on up out of here, and I'm gonna see these biatches, okay? Because I'm gonna do the damn thing, because this might be it, and I ain't got time to be waiting in the house bored. You're absolutely right. New York had some of the strictest conditions. Oh my God, I remember going to New York and you had to show a card in order to get into like places. You got to show that C-19 card. They had in the wintertime, the damn setups for restaurants outside, child. You bringing back memories, child. Repress the memories. Thank you so much for that. You're absolutely right. I wonder if he's going to end up in the Brooklyn jail that Diddy is in. I just have a feeling probably not. That's a shame, though, because it's not fair. Sounds a little racist to me. Shout out to Woke Quill up in here. Thank you so much, hon. He said a chick topped off a stroke rapper at a 20v1, but they can't believe their old fours will do freaky things for clout in a Klondike bar. Exactly. I know exactly which 20v1 you're talking about. I know exactly which 20v1 you're talking about. Exactly. All this fake effing outrage. Hell, even these blogs be putting crap up here talking about what these biatches be doing. Hell, that one is 50 Cent's damn baby mama. Come on now. You trying to tell me that girl who is who's Bow Wow's baby mom and somebody else's baby mom and somebody else's baby mom is just an innocent that go to church on Sundays, ain't been married to no damn body, a 3-time baby mom to all these 3 rappers, singers, entertainers of some sort. But we all just, oh my God, with Diddy, please go to hell. Not y'all, but you know what I'm saying. Let me go over here to, where are we going to go to? We're going to save her for later. We're going to go over to this one because, TMZ is putting out a lot of stuff too. They talking about Cassie out here happy, living her best life. Charlie, what the hell is she going to do? Did y'all think she was about to be in a corner crying? She didn't got the money and now she gonna put him behind bars because she cooperating, allegedly. I'm gonna say allegedly. Okay, Cassie living life on the outside as Diddy goes back into lockup, and this is as of 8:29 a.m. Child, Cassie said, "I don't get."
Hey Cassie, how are you? How do you feel about all the allegations with Diddy going on right now? Do you feel justice is being served right now? Have a good night. Good to see you, Cassie.
Casey, how you doing? How you feeling?
What's your hand up for? What's that gonna do? Child, is that your bodyguard? I'm gonna need y'all to do better. You got enough money to get better bodyguards. I hate when they be out here though trying to ask dumbass questions. You sounding crazy. Like, what else would she be but out here living her best life? What did we think she was gonna do? And she ain't gonna answer y'all's dumbass questions. So why the hell y'all even asking her? Leave her alone. Leave her. She got everything she needed and wanted. Leave that damn girl alone. Anyway. So yeah, so TMZ out here in people's faces as TMZ does. Let's see what the blogs are doing. So now they dredging up Eddie Griffin. What does Eddie Griffin do? Last time I seen Eddie Griffin, he was in Norbit. Anybody? Bueller. What does Eddie Griffin do that anybody even gives a damn on what he got to say, Bueller? I'm just asking. So Tasha K posted this. She said Eddie Griffin just spilled some wine. He's out here saying Diddy was smashing Clive. Oh no. Oh shit. I did not read this, yo. Diddy was smashing Clive Davis and had some tapes to back it up as blackmail. Child, I am going to work on figuring out Rumble because when these tapes come out, we watching it. You hear me? When these tapes come out, we going to be watching them, child. Lord have mercy. I can't. Where Clive at? He ain't had nothing to say.
He sacrificed Diddy. They said, nigga, you gotta take this shit because we can't be involved. But Diddy smart. He filmed every fuck session. So he was fucking Clive and the motherfucking freak boy that run
Viewer discretion is advised, child. Viewer discretion is advised.
Universal Music Group. So he got them on some fuck tapes. Now, that's why they raiding the house, because they got friends in Homeland Security and the feds. And they said, get in there and get them tapes from this nigga. He trying to blackmail us. That's what I believe is going on. They sacrificed.
So Eddie Griffin is saying that the reason that the Homeland Security went up into Diddy's house is because there's tapes of Clive and... Now listen, I'm not saying it's true. I ain't saying it's not true. All I'm saying is... I thought that this happened because Diddy pissed off the drink people. Like he had rum or something and he wanted a steak in it or something like that. I don't really know what it was. And I guess it didn't work out well. And then all of a sudden all this started to happen, child. Child, Clive, where you at? Come out here and speak about this.
Diddy, they said, nigga, you gotta take this shit because we can't be involved. But Diddy smart. He filmed every fuck session. So he was fucking Clive and the motherfucking freak boy that run Universal Music Group. So he got them on some fuck tapes. Now that's why they raiding the house, because they got friends in Homeland Security and the feds. And they said, get in there and get them tapes from this nigga. He trying to blackmail us. That's what I believe is going on.
Child, that's just what he believes going on. Child, that's just what he believes is going on. Anyway, just out here talking about Clive damn Davis. Listen, I'm not saying he innocent of shit. I'm just saying Eddie Griffin just out here saying shit, okay? But Tasha K got this resurface video. Child, they out and all the white people. Shout out to the white people. But child, Diddy was hanging out with a lot of y'all. What's going on around here? What's going on around here? For always, forever, for life said it's all of the above. And now Clive is all of a sudden like, Clive got dementia, seriously? Or is that just a word on the curb? Woo! Tasha K is on it, y'all. Resurface video, child. All day has been resurface videos. Diddy films himself showing the world what he does to people at his Diddy parties, specifically the white people.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, for all those in London that don't know what happens to the white man when he comes to a P. Diddy party, this is what happens to the white man.
It's so unfortunate.
You gotta pull back though, so they can see. That's crazy. Matt, move out the way. You're still alive. Look at that. Look. Would you get the drink out his head? And that's James from Simeon Mobile Disco. He is a actual DJs aren't supposed to pass out, but when they come to one of my parties, this is what happens to him. I put him to sleep.
Next day, right?
You put the drink on his head.
There you go. There it is.
Damn. Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
So y'all supposed to be outraged because people went to a party, probably partied all night, probably did DRUGS, probably did some drinking, probably was effing around. And now the day after, because no one's ever had a hangover around here, right? No one has ever had a rough night out, right? Now, listen, this is extreme, of course, but now everybody got to see it all in a different way. I definitely agree with you, John, and a lot of other things for sure. But yet again, why is no one outraged and calling out what Diddy did to all these men? It's only seemingly the women's. They only be, remember when the lady from CNN was talking to the lawyer, he was like, all these women. Oh, well, allegedly there were men too. So why aren't you concerned about them? No, you just want to say women because they're trying to elicit sympathy. You ain't gonna get none of that here. Not from me anyway. Maybe y'all, but not me. Look at the comments. Looks like white boy wasted to me. This is typical at parties. Shout out to being white girl wasted for those that know. Oh shit, Kevin Snow, white people said that's never happened to me, and I'm whiter than a snow bunny. I guess that's what that is. Listen, not all, okay? We don't do not all around here. However, I ain't gonna hold y'all. Ain't like I ain't never been white girl wasted, okay? I wasn't at a Diddy party, but those of us that went to college, please let's not act like we never got drunk. I know I did, okay? I'm just saying. Now, he's a bit much. He don't know what's going on. They better check to see if that man's alive, honestly, even though this is old. But I'm just saying, I bet you he went to another one. I promise you he did. Shout out to Sank Fan up in here. Thank you so much, hon. He said this story is becoming like one of those joke pictures where it gets worse the longer you stare at it. Yes, I almost don't want to hear anything else. That's what I was saying. But then this stuff start coming up and people making a big deal about it. So I'm like, all right, let's look at this mess. Because, child, everything is now being analyzed to be like, oh, my God. And I'm like, child, please. A rapper, a DJ, and whoever the hell these other people are, got drunk and got high. Wow. News at 11. Please stop this. Shout out to Mr. Too Fresh up in here. Thank you so much, hon. He said, where's Jamie? Where's Jamie Foxx and Farnsworth Bentley? Everybody looking for Farnsworth Bentley. I hope he's okay. Please send up smoke signals, Farnsworth Bentley, if you need help. They were always around Diddy and his parties. That's a fact. Back in the beginning, for sure. I think everyone would love to hear from Farnsworth Bentley. Everyone would love to hear from him. Let me go ahead and see what Skinny Boy is talking about. Hold on a second, y'all. All right. I'm gonna hold that. Thank you so much, hon. Let me go to the dialogue, because Gene Deal, of course, is out here running off at the mouth, child. Y'all already know. So let's hear he on the art of dialogue. Gene Deal breaks his silence on Diddy's arrest and reveals the celebrities who influenced Diddy's actions.
Gene Deal, let's get right into it. Diddy, he got indicted. You called it, man. A few weeks ago, you was on the platform and you said that he was going to get arrested in September.
Yeah, man. Anybody who in law enforcement or people know the law, when Homeland Security ran up into his house, people will tell you, or people knew that it was just a matter of time that they was going to indict him and bring him in to see the judge, bro. It was just a matter of time. I just figured out with the grand jury and their different sessions and stuff like that, and then what one of the witnesses told me, I just figured it out that it was going to be around September that they were going to bring him in, bro. It's people might not understand. It's difficult when you see a brother that has so much promise become an icon as far as in the music business and stuff that he did, to turn around and just tear his whole life down. But it's all because of his mentors and the people that trained him and taught him the music business. You know, it's all about the people who trained and taught him the music business, because Puff wasn't, he wasn't born a monster. You know what I'm saying? He was made into a monster, brother. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Child, maybe you should have just been quiet, child. Because what we not going to do is pass the buck around here. What we not going to do is pass the buck around here. All right? Child. Now, well, then blame his daddy, because he was a gangster. I think Diddy is probably thinking that he's Scarface, seriously. That's what I think. But this ninja, shout out to Anissa up in here. Always good to see you. Appreciate you. Everybody, please make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you are new. Shout out to Dane C. I see you. I appreciate you. He said he breaks his silence. That nigga never stopped talking. Exactly. Exactly, okay? This is the exact dude that I was talking about. He ain't shut the F up. I knew he was going to get arrested. Nigga, we saw it too. We knew too. We knew. Now the question is he going to be able to be found innocent or not guilty? Let me rephrase like they said. Not guilty or guilty is the question.
He was made into a monster from the stuff that happened to him, the things that he had to do. You understand? The things that he had to do to become who he is. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's like this, brother. You never like something so much that you can't do it out. And you never be willing to do anything to get where you want to be at. You got to have principles, you got to have morals, you got to keep with that stuff. And in that music business, a lot of that stuff get thrown out the window. You understand? And that's what happened to him. He started doing the things to other people that was done to him. To keep it frank, he was doing the things to other people that was done to him. And it is what it is. You got to know better. And if you know better, you will do better. When he was in New York City, he was like that Gecko from the Geico commercial. Then he turned and started going, when he lived in Cali and Miami, he turned into Godzilla. I would see him talk about how he using drugs. He was never like that. Smoking cigarettes, smoking weed and everything like that.
Well, I would imagine that none of us were when we were first born, I would hope. Child.
He turned into something that you could consider a monster, bro. Then he started doing things to people, you understand, that he learned. That's a learned behavior, bro. Now, I'm not saying that he may have been doing a couple of things here and there with women, stuff like that in New York, but the things that there's talking about that he was doing, bringing in prostitutes to have sex with his girl and all that stuff like that, that was some crazy stuff to me, man. So I'm just looking at this whole thing, man, and you had asked me, and we don't have these conversations like most people do. We're gonna go back and you're gonna tell me what, we're gonna talk about this. You said, I'm gonna ask you how you feel, bro. I don't want no man to ever go to jail and be leaving their kids behind, be leaving their family behind.
Oh, sir. Oh, sir, please. Sir, what are you even talking about at this point? So you were there too, so what's your excuse, sir? You were right up there too. Kenneth, who's to blame for you starting to smoke though? That's the question. Because Gene's saying it's really not Diddy's fault at all, what he ended up doing at all, because it was the ignorancy adults. Shout out to those that know what that means. It was the ignorancy adults that was out there that made him do it. That's what I'm hearing right now. That's what I'm hearing right now. You let me know who the ignorancy adult was that made you start smoking. Shout out to Decline Management up in here. Thank you so much for handling Messy Michon Reacts. Y'all make sure you subscribe to the second channel. It's actually blowing up. If y'all been subscribed, I appreciate you. Watch them videos, all this TikTok crappity crap. Shout out to everybody who is here. Please hit the like button, subscribe if you are new.
You understand? But some dudes belong in jail based on what they do and how they do it. We know that to be true. And it's just this situation, man, when they get down to all the facts and all what happened, he may belong in jail, bro. And that's not my doing. That's not Cassie doing. That's his doing and his learned behavior from the people that mentored him.
Lord.
You got to realize, man, he learned from Andre Harrell. He learned from Russell Simmons. He learned from Clyde Davis. You understand? When those people are telling you that they were heavy into the drugs, they was heavy into beating women and doing things at that age.
Damn, he just out here telling on people. Whatchamacallit is dead, long gone. You telling on damn man. Oh my God. I can't do it. I can't do it. Shout out to Live from New York for the 20. I appreciate you, hon. He said Diddy is going down based on the hotel video. If Diddy left Cassie where she was after he wailed off on her, then the charges would be minor and state charges. But him dragging her back inside the room is automatic napping. Wow, I didn't know that. Shout out to Casey Cat, everyone. Please be mindful of redacting. Please make sure you redact. We do not want to be demonetized. Thank you. Mods, do what you got to do to whoever don't listen. We do not care. So everybody has been warned.
That crazy stage, that's going to make him think that he could get away with the same thing that they was getting away with back then. You understand? The things that he was saying, you know, the touchy-feely between two men and all that stuff like that, man. All that's, he learned that from them dudes. When I told y'all the story, when me and my man went up to Russell Simmons and he had a house and he had a man in bikini drawers in his bedroom.
Why are we telling on Russell right now? Why are we talking about Russell right now? Why are you dry snitching, sir? Seriously, what Russell got to do with this? I can't do it. I can't do it. But let me go ahead and show y'all this since he's going to blame someone. Shout out to Skinny Boy 20 Boy. This is Diddy and his mama. Diddy and his good mama.
Yeah, my mom's gorgeous. Well, let me introduce you to my mom, called Mom Dukes.
Hi.
Oh.
She's getting a drip with me. She's hydrating. What's up, Mom?
She getting a drip with me. She hydrating. Oh, Lord have shit. Well, this is his mama. I'm gonna assume he was. Yeah, he had to be raised by a single mom because his dad was deleted, if I'm not mistaken, because he was a gangster. Correct me if I'm wrong. So Ma Dukes, okay, that's something that Black people say for the white people who might not know, and so that's a term of endearment. But they both sitting here getting hydrated. I promise y'all, I've never gotten hydrated with my mama ever. Anybody, Bueller? Have y'all ever done that with your mama or your daddy? Got hydrated, child? Usually it's just one person that's in the doctor's office or the hospital, and we not doing it all at the same time. Woo! Lord, 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 help your people. Shout out to St. Hudson. Thank you so much. I appreciate your support, hon. She said, ask Jodeci, ask Mary J. Blige, ask all the people that passed away at the midnight basketball game, including the pregnant woman. He been crazy. And I don't disagree with you, but all these people still wanted to be around this man, right? Still wanted to be around this man, given everything. I just watched the birthday party. I might show that video, and I'm like, there's no shortage of people. So if all the famous people were willing and wanted to be around him, imagine all of the regular smegulars, okay? And all of those women who wanted to be around him. But come on, my dukes.
Everything's good, baby. I'm here with you.
Yeah.
I love you.
I love you too. Mom, fresh.
This is just a typical what is it called? What do we call it, y'all? Son husband situation. It's just Diddy. It's just a son husband situation going on here. Right? Am I wrong? Am I right? Wouldn't you say that? If it wasn't Diddy, what would y'all be saying? A single mama raising a son husband. Say I'm lying.
Dip though. I was trying to show you. Yeah, my mom's is single. Mom's single. I ain't gonna hate on my mom's. She's single. Me and my mom talked about one time doing a dating show with her. And she's so picky. She's so picky, they don't stand. But yeah, that'd be the funniest show in the world.
It will be. Especially with me.
I don't even want to get started if she was doing that. We're not doing that. But yeah, my mom's single. Yeah, for real.
Gentlemen, SYCBM, Diddy's mom is single. I'm pretty sure she's still single. SYCBM, or did she get married, y'all?
Mom Duke know how to have a good time. She ain't sitting in the house playing. Outside moving and shaking, baby. She come with me to strip club. I don't care. For real. It's my dog. You know, I want to live life. We out here moving and grooving. My mom told me, she just said, keep moving, baby.
Keep moving, baby.
Keep moving.
Keep moving, baby.
She could touch the floor with her palms. You know? Flat. Oh. Take.
Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? I mean, there's nothing wrong with it if you exercise, of course. Maybe she do Pilates. Maybe that's what it is, child. But I just feel like we didn't need to know that.
Flat. Oh. Take the floor with her palms. You know? Flat. Oh. Take pew pew pew.
Alrighty. Well, y'all can thank Skinny Boy 20 Boy for that. Shout out to St. Hudson, if I'm misreading this. They all crazy. The parties weren't empty. His parties were also sponsored. No one has brought that up yet. You are absolutely right. And they probably aren't going to. But that is a great point. That, like Ciroc and whoever the hell else, they was all sponsored because everybody wanted to be in his presence and his face. So of course he gonna be out here wilding
in his bed. You understand, bro? This is that.
Spit it out.
He learned. I'm assuming he learned it from them. Let me put that. And I'm not gonna say alleged because I saw that for my own self. My man was with me, Slick was with me, and we saw that for our own self. You understand what I'm saying? So these are behaviors and things that with drugs and all the stuff that's going on, pills, drinking, it can make this man into a monster, and that's what it did, bro. It made him into a monster, bro. I personally feel like he got a lot of the things that he did from his mentor, and then he probably did it to the 10th power. You understand? Russell Simmons admitted that he was a drug abuser. You understand? Russell Simmons admitted that he used to put his hands on women. So it's a learned behavior, bro. Some of that stuff may be in him through his childhood. Through his childhood, he may have some of that things in him, but a lot of things that he was doing was a learned behavior, bro. You just don't just turn it in a matter of years the way he was doing people, man. You understand? Check this out, bro. He led Biggs to his death.
Oh, this man. This nigga. Shout out to Almond Eyes. Thank you, hun. She said, no hospital needed. We have drip bars now. Oh my God. What if that was a thing next, y'all? What if in Miami just started turning up drip bars where you could go get your IV as you need it? Child, nothing surprises me. Nothing surprises me any longer, child.
He caused a rift between Wolf and BMF that led to Wolf death. Cussed Wolf mother out. Lied about owing him $300,000. Because you had asked me how I feel, and I'm gonna get into how I feel. Took a good friend of ours who raised money when he had the City College tragedy. A good friend of ours did things to make him popular in Harlem. Let him hang with us, be part of our crew the whole 9 yards. Disrespected him and wouldn't help him.
I'm barely listening to this man because I think he's full of it. But if liquid IV is a thing, then why is it a big deal that Diddy is doing it then? I see a few of y'all saying that you said that IVs or liquid bars are a thing. Then That's another thing then, as far as I'm concerned. He's a rich man. So was he supposed to go out to the place next to the Starbucks to go get his? He said, no, nigga, we gonna have it right up in here with everything else I got because I don't need to go nowhere. My mama can have it. I'ma have it. Well, then that makes that video with his mama a little less obscene, actually. I didn't know that was a thing. I've never heard that before. I have never heard that before. Y'all, see, that's why we need each other. I appreciate y'all.
This is how I feel about him being locked up and going to jail. Some people, their karma is so strong for what they do and what they did. The stuff that he did to Craig Mack. You understand what I'm saying? The stuff that he did to Black Rob and all those people in the spiritual world right now. His karma was about to catch up. It was bound to catch up with him. You understand what I'm saying? His karma was bound to catch up with him, brother. So all these things that's going on right now, the learned behavior, what he got from these people who was not living spiritually correct with their behaviors and the things that they've done. He go and transfer and do that to people with the fact of all these people that he's hurt, that always helped him and been on his side and been there for him. What's happening to him now is one of the greatest tragedies that we're gonna ever read about, bro. This is going to be one of the greatest tragedies that Shakespeare couldn't write in Richard. He couldn't write it in Macbeth. He couldn't write this shit in Romeo and Juliet. This is going to be one of the greatest tragedies of hip hop, along with Pac's death, along with Big's death. And
all right, something I can finally agree with him on.
He brought it on himself because he knew that he was wrong, and he knew that he learned something that wasn't right. He know different from right and wrong, bro. You have a way to change. You know when something is right and when something is wrong, and you know if you're wrong, you get help. He didn't choose none of that, bro. He chose to be who he is, and now he gonna learn. It ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun.
Lord have mercy. Shall. The only thing I agree with is definitely going to be tragic for hip hop history, for sure. Like he said, like a Macbeth and all those other things, other stories he was talking about, y'all. Skinny Boy sent us something else, y'all. Okay, lost tape. Biggie Smalls flirts with. Oh my God. Biggie is flirting with Puffy. Oh my God.
I don't think people realize like how young we were, you know, so we're actually like kids in this multi-billion-dollar industry.
Whoa, wait a damn minute. What? Hold on.
I don't think people realize like how young we were, you know, so we're actually like kids in this multi-billion-dollar industry.
What is going on? I can't take it. I can't take it. I'm about to quit. I can't take it. Oh my God. Skinny Boy. Oh my God. What is going on around here? I can't take it. Where am I going now? Let's go to Usher, child. So when they were saying no minors, because I know we were talking about the minors and the lawyers said there were no minors. There were no minors named in the indictment, but we know there was some minors around here. But what they never talk about, not necessarily the police or anything, but what people never talk about is the fact that how do minors get to be over there with Michael Jackson? How do minors get to be over there with Diddy for 48 hours for a whole weekend? So nobody has anything to say to the good mamas? Nobody has nothing to say to the good mamas? I'm a little confused. So this is Usher on Howard Stern.
I moved to New York City and I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year. It was curious. I got a chance to see some things. It was pretty wild.
Usher's past comments on Diddy now going viral.
These are places that a 13-year-old probably should not be.
In the wake of his former mentor's federal house raids.
I met Puffy a long time ago, around, let me see, 92.
Flash forward to 2016 on the Howard Stern show, the singer recalling his wild memories of living with Diddy, who now faces serious legal trouble, including sex trafficking allegations.
We're sending you
New
over
York
to
City.
something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
In the 90s, do you understand what that's like?
You've
I
seen
went
it.
there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it. It was pretty wild. There were very curious things taking place.
Uh-huh.
And I didn't necessarily understand it.
There's so many things that I wanna do. I promise you.
Diddy helping Usher with his debut album alongside other soon-to-be music superstars. And in the backdrop, Diddy's hardcore lifestyle.
Biggie Smalls was there.
Biggie Smalls was there. Lil' Kim, Craig Mack.
All these people are hanging around.
Yeah, man. Faith Evans,
And your parents
Jodeci,
were
Mary J.
okay?
Blige. They didn't know nothing about this.
Oh.
Thank you, Robin. Thank you, Robin, for being the only voice of reason. I expect nothing from Howard Stern, but nobody ever wants to call out a damn parent for shit that they allowed to do or be done and happen with their own damn kids. Ms. AB, the only reason they in the same sentence, because there will be never any besmirchment of Michael Jackson here, ever, no way, rest in peace to my brother. But when they used to say that whatever was happening over there, I'm like, well, how did them kids get there? Because back then it wasn't no Ubers. It wasn't no Lyfts. It was somebody had to take your ass. Nobody ever called out a parent. Ever, never, no way. It's been going on for forever, which is half damn crazy. How they getting there? So your Usher, how old did he say he was? 14, 13 or whatever? And he going for a whole weekend and you don't think they knew? And you thought hanging out with a superstar was the best place for your kid? Just like them kids that took their kid to the damn R. Kelly concert up in the front row and then let her go with him, go into Chicago when they live in Baltimore. Nobody ever calls these parents out. I don't get it.
I was having a good time. You know what I mean?
Does he have you doing any chores? Are you doing dishes at all? I mean, to keep you humble somewhat? Or are you just like, can you stay up till 4 a.m. with them and party?
I mean, I could. I actually stayed up longer than them.
Puffy was scheduled to do my record. And, I went out to meet him. He was a really cool cat. He's actually coming up on a lot of different things. He had a few artists, but he was just getting started. Bad Boy was, really up and coming. And I just always known him as a hard worker. He did my first album, completed my first album, and we kept a friendship.
Despite the friendship, Usher admitting in his 2017 Oprah's Masterclass, his 13-year-old maturity at the time seemed to surpass his mentor.
We would fight. We would tussle. More than
Is this what you talking about live from New York? Thank you, honey. Said Diddy wrestling Usher for Frosted Flakes. Should be a crime in itself. Oh my God. I can't take this. And Jay Gray, thank you, honey. Said Diddy and Usher used to wrestle over cereal in the morning. Oh my God. Stop this. Stop it. Stop it. I guess that's what he's about to say. I can't take it. Shout out to Ms. AB. Appreciate you, honey. She said, okay, I forgive you, sis. I'm sensitive about MJ. Girl, where you been? Where you been? Child, Michael Jackson is my brother in my head. Rest in peace to Tito, my other brother. Janet is my sister. That's my whole daggone family. There will never be any besmirchment about Michael Jackson. Ever, never, no way. Never.
and often I think Puffy would say, man, you got to chill. Like, you just a little bit too intense. You know, you got to relax. Like, yo, man, I'm here to work, man. I ain't sang in a week. I mean, I'm 13 years old. I'm not here to party with you. I don't want to go to the clubs. Matter of fact, I'm too young to even be in here. Why you got me in clubs? There were a lot of things I seen and a lot of positions that I think I was put in where I had to make very, very tough decisions in my life about who I would be.
New York is a little bit too fast for me. You know, I spent like a year here.
Meanwhile, Usher has yet.
Was that first album that great? Because I promise you, I don't even know them two songs that they played. Let's hear that again, Usher, because that's not sounding too good, child. This is a mess. A mess.
Old maturity at the time seemed to surpass his mentor.
We would fight. We would tussle. More than often, I think Puffy would say, man, you got to chill. Like, you just a little bit too intense. You know, you got to relax. Like, yo, man, I'm here to work, man. I ain't sang in a week. I mean, I'm
13 years old. I'm not here to party with you. I don't want to go to the clubs. Matter of fact, I'm too young to even be in here. Why you got me in clubs? There were a lot of things I seen and a lot of positions that I think I was put in where I had to make very, very tough decisions in my life about who I would be.
New York is a little bit too fast for me, you know, and I spent like a year here.
Meanwhile, Usher has yet to address Diddy's legal troubles. But back in his resurfaced interview, the father of four did tell Shock Jock Stern this.
Do you have money? What's going on?
I mean, I had like per diem.
Yeah.
I had like, you know,
What
like
a
living.
life.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy camp?
Hell no.
Well, that says a lot right there. That says a lot right there. CDT said he in the car and Usher song just came on. CDT, you should be making some beats to Diddy now. Do some Diddy stuff. Ooh. I'm waiting to hear somebody say we need to ban all of Puff Diddy's music. Child, I cannot take it. But even worse, we got another one from Skinny Boy 20 Boy. Child, hold on a second, child. He will not let me live up in here. Shout out to TQS if he in the clouds up there sending me stuff first thing this morning. Shout out to Skinny Boy. He said Gene Deal reveals a trans woman was Biggie's love interest in the Big Papa video. Oh, Lord.
You know, Tupac family, if I'm not mistaken, they hired a lawyer, and I think Jay-Z, he uses the same lawyer, but you know, they hired a lawyer to investigate Diddy and Tupac murder. How you feel about that?
Well, if Tupac family hired investigators, and a lot of times investigators, they get more information out of people and from people than the cops do. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-mm.
So now, they may go back and listen to some of the Art of Dialogue interviews, especially about that check that Zip had. And the investigators will try to find out where it came from, why it came, and who gave it, and what was the reason it was gave it, because they are trying to implicate Zip as being the person that got the money that Keefe D was supposed to get. Now, this is what the internet, this is what Greg Kading, this is what all the people are saying. Gene Deal is not saying that. Gene Deal said, yeah, I saw the check for $1 million. And I told y'all what the check was for, because Zip told us, for Black Ground Records, Barry Hankinson, and old boy gave it to me. So now, it comes out years later that Puff paid somebody $1 million and gave it to Zip, but it was supposed to go to Keefe D now. Now, where that shit came from, I don't know. But maybe Tupac family want to do some research theyself and find out theyself. You get what I'm talking about?
Right. But with everything that you know, right, what do you think Tupac family should be mad at Diddy about?
I think the family should be mad at Diddy creating the atmosphere, as well as Suge Knight. And Pac had a lot to do with it himself. Pac had a lot to do with it himself.
All right, he gets on my nerves. Sorry. This man get on my nerves. I don't know. He looks so unhealthy or something, child. Moving on. So Christian Combs' publicist says she has never witnessed Diddy do any of the things he's accused of, but has seen other powerful men in the industry do things. There are a lot of other powerful men in this industry that I have witnessed do worse. Wow. Now, this look like a white lady. Linda Luna. Oh, no, now the white people is talking. No. Shout out to Casey Cat with the 5 memberships. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, hon. With another 5, if you did get a membership, please make sure you thank Casey Cat. Always over here supporting the channel. Thank you so much, everyone. Please make sure you follow the mods' directions. Please make sure you redact. I appreciate you. Best chat on YouTube. Please go ahead and subscribe. Make sure you hit the like button. Let me see what Linda had to say. Listen, Linda. This Diddy controversy is so unfortunate. I work with his son, Christian, as his publicist in the music area. And I have worked with his son, Justin, too, for several years. Child, she don't use punctuations, child. What is going on right here? This is a publicist with no punctuations. And I have worked with his other son, Justin, too, for several years. And I've been around and interacted with Diddy many times. I've been to his parties and the after parties. After the show, it's the after party. And shout out to R. Kelly. You can never make me hate R. Kelly. And I've never seen what they are claiming / alleging, but I cannot speak for others. However, I do believe that he was trying to change his life around for the better. Girl, you gonna get paid. Stop it. Over the past year, but it seems like it was too late and his past transgressions have come to light and now he has to face the consequences. But let's remember, no one is limited to God's grace and mercy.
Take me to the King. Truth is, I'm tired.
Child, they must be paying her. So hopefully he will find redemption within that. And if it's God's will, he'll get another chance to make it right and redeem himself with those that have been affected by him. But even if not, hopefully his consequences will serve as a proactive example and change in this industry, especially towards women. Because there are a lot of other powerful men in this industry that I have witnessed do worse, if not the same, as the allegations in this case. Wow, a period. So anyways, this is a publicist. Somebody lying. God bless him and the family and the victims as they deserve justice for whatever is truth in all. Girl, do not hire Linda Luna if y'all are looking for a publicist. Worst mistake ever. All right, that's the whole thing, child. Child, you could have kept this. Child, you could have kept that. A whole effing mess. Anyway, moving on, y'all. Moving on. Let's go over to what is this? News Nation, child. Diddy X trafficking case continues. Mourning in America.
They say that this was like a mafia organization that operated for 18 years. Diddy was the sun around which 1,000 celebrities circle, and big celebrities.
So that's TMZ's Harvey Levin talking to News Nation's Ashley Banfield about Sean Diddy Combs' sex trafficking charges. He says Diddy's connections and videotapes of his alleged crimes has a whole lot of Hollywood silent right now, and the music mogul's attorneys will try to argue everything was consensual.
You know what? Hollywood is pretty silent, aren't they? That's why all these old videos and things are coming to light and speaking for everyone.
Well, there. Diddy was just denied bail again by a federal judge on Wednesday, and his attorney says he's appealing the decision. But until then, Diddy does remain behind bars. News Nation's chief investigative reporter, Rich McHugh, is outside that jail in New York. Rich, good morning to you. Tell us more, because this jail that he's in is notoriously tough.
Hey, Marky. Yeah, the most notorious, most violent. An inmate was murdered here just this summer. But because two federal judges essentially said no bail for Diddy, this is where he's going to wait until trial. It's a place that some former inmates have described as barbaric and hell on earth. Minutes after Sean Combs' entire family entered Manhattan federal court, Combs himself entered not handcuffed. He waved to his family, put his fist to his chest, and blew them a kiss. It took under 2 hours for the judge to rule that the government has proven Combs will be a danger to the community, that Combs is at risk of potential witness tampering through current employees, and that the government was persuasive that he is a potential flight risk. After the hearing, Diddy's attorney vowed to fight for his client.
We're not giving up by a long shot. I told Mr. Combs I'm going to try and get his case to trial as quickly as possible. I'm going to try and minimize the amount of time he spends in very, very difficult and I believe inhumane housing conditions in the special housing unit of the Metropolitan Detention Facility.
The case against the hip-hop tycoon really hit stride over the summer when horrific video of him abusing ex-girlfriend Cassie was made public. He took to social media to apologize.
My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now.
According
Nigga. Anyway, shout out to Ms. AB. Thank you, hon. She said, how did she escape the freak offs? Exactly. Probably she was talking and run off sentences, and they said, F that biatch, probably. Shout out to you, hon. Shout out to Ms. AB with another 2. She said, I want to see some for research purposes. Child, this is crazy. Come on, News Nation, child.
to the indictment, Combs is accused of leading an enterprise involved in sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, and other crimes since 2008. Earlier, the U.S. attorney didn't mince words when laying out the charges.
Combs abused, threatened, and coerced victims to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct.
Diddy's new home is anything but warm. The only federal jail in New York City, the conditions so harsh, some judges have refused to send people here. The former warden here tells TMZ Diddy could be a target because of his celeb status and the nature of the allegations against him. Diddy's attorneys essentially offered these judges as much as they possibly could, $50 million, home location, surrendering his passports and planes. They weren't having it, so he's likely to wait out the time before the trial, which could be months here. Marky?
Wow. Yeah, it makes you wonder what life will be like for him inside. Rich, thank you.
It ain't gonna be like it was when he was home. It ain't gonna be nothing like what it was when he was home. We know that. So I saw somebody asking about how LeBron fit into this. Listen. I asked that yesterday, okay? I asked that yesterday because y'all, I said, name all the people that's going down with Diddy, and y'all was saying LeBron. And I was like, how? Why y'all talking about Bronny? What Bronny do? He's supposed to be home with his wife. Well, Bronny knows something or other. LeBron James saying ain't no party like a Diddy party.
Oh, hey, everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
After federal agents raided the homes of rapper P. Diddy, aka Sean Combs, on March 25th in connection with a federal sex trafficking investigation, an old video of Los Angeles Lakers superstar LeBron James on Instagram Live with the rapper has gone viral. In the video, James can be seen praising Diddy's parties, saying that there ain't no party like a Diddy party. The rapper's 2 homes in LA and Miami were raided by the Homeland Security on Monday over investigations into allegation of sex trafficking against the 54-year-old. According to NBC, there are other allegations, including sexual assault, solicitation, and distribution of illegal drugs and firearms against Diddy.
I can't do it. This too much. So Bron is in on it too, child, allegedly. Plus, he was at the party. There's video of him at the party. But just because you went to a Diddy party don't mean that you partook, y'all. It doesn't mean that you partook, you know? Everybody's just assuming that everybody partook, okay? Shout out to Ms. AB for another 5. I appreciate you. She said I had to buy myself some baby. I had to buy myself some baby oil because my cocoa butter wasn't enough based on his supply count. No ash allowed, 1,000 bottles. Listen, somebody was saying that to me earlier today, talking about, well, what about the baby oil? I said, I guess he wanted to be ready, child. He wanted to be ready. That's all. Now we're going to go to the Neighborhood Talk, who had a conversation, I guess, that they had on the Breakfast Club. So the title says, y'all agree. Charlemagne says there should have been people around Diddy to save him from himself. Charlemagne, shut up. Now it got to be people to save a whole adult man. Who thinks that anybody could have told Diddy what to do and what not to do? If his mama can't do it, ain't nobody that's going to be able to do it. People just be out here saying any old thing. All it takes is for one person to say, hell no, he was too far gone off drugs as alcohol and booty. Shout out to the cheeks. Ugh. No, I hate that word. Shout out to Live from New York. Thank you, honey. Said LeBron is known for switching teams. Oh my God. You said JK because I was like, oh my God. Y'all stop this. Woo! Allegedly. Shout out to Sank Fan. I appreciate you. He said, never thought I'd ever say Cat was right. Shout out to Cat Williams. Damn, Cat Williams then ruined all of 2024, and we still got 3 months left, y'all. We still got 3 months left. Let's see what these fools got to say over here, child. I
mean, his attorney is saying he's going to fight the good fight. We're not giving up, but I don't see this going well for Diddy whatsoever.
Yeah, me neither. I just really can't wrap my mind around someone having so much to lose and moving the way he was moving. It just makes me think that man doesn't have not one single solitary friend around him, because if you worth $1 billion, you got kids, you got all these employees, all you need is one person that cares about you. All it takes is one person to say, hell no, get these guns away from him. No, you're not getting no prostitutes. You're getting a girlfriend. Actually, you need a wife. But somebody should have been there to tell Sean Combs to grow up.
Why didn't you tell him? I'm sure he was on your show a damn enough. Now you're talking about he needed a wife. Puffy, Charlemagne, shut up.
Or maybe he didn't listen because he's too far gone off drugs, alcohol, and booty.
Well,
all types of booty.
Too far gone, going to sit down now.
Booty.
Variety of booty, yeah, but
women
like
booty,
said,
men booty,
and it has nothing to do with
other booty. In the indictment, it says women and others. 72 gender identities. Did he seem like he wanted to try every flavor?
Oh my God.
Jesus.
Did that come from a source too?
No, that was.
You said they got it from the document. Look at you reading documents. Look at you with sources. I like the energy up here this morning.
Yeah, but I would say this. It has nothing to do with the money. It's just you just don't have a friend.
Booty?
Why are you stuck on his booty?
Because this man seems like an addict, a sex addict, a drug addict, a power addict.
Seems like it, yes.
And being in that cell is going to be the first time and probably forever that he's forced to sit still and get sober. And reality is going to hit him hard. Whatever he's been running from, he cannot run no more.
I mean, his attorney is saying he's going to fight the good fight. We're not giving up, but I don't see this going well for Diddy.
Who is this girl? I thought Just Hilarious was on this show. Child, I really don't care. Anyway, so the booty did it. Booty, rocking everywhere, like Skinny Boy just said. So in other words, it's the biatch's fault. Is that what they saying? Always got to be a biatch's fault. A whole grown ass 54, 55, 56-year-old man. But Lord have mercy. They just be out here saying any old thing. I promise you. They just out here saying any old damn thing. Let me see. What we going to look at now? Let's look at this weird stuff right here, child. So I think this is his kid. You got to be careful over here on Twitter, child. Shout out to Brashear Gray. So this came out now. Is that his son? I think that's Quincy Jr., right?
Bad boy. Anybody else? Yeah, everybody.
So this is Diddy's Instagram or something, because if you can't see it right where my mouse is, that's his pinned comment. So this is Diddy's live. Oh, there's his name up there too. I don't know when this was.
Introduce yourself.
My name's Ava. I'm a Scorpio.
No. What's your last name?
Oh, Ava Combs.
What's your other last name?
Ava Baroni.
Ava Baroni Combs. Yes, it's breaking news. Diddy adopted a white child. I want you to tell them the story about how I adopted you. But you still have beautiful parents but you're my child also. But please tell the story.
So I was on the streets, and then Papa Combs decided that he would like to be a caring man. So then he saw me and decided to pick me up. and said to come inside and play with his kids.
Yeah. Jesus in prison. Anybody else? Yeah. Everyone, introduce yourself.
My name's Ava. I'm a Scorpio.
No. What's your last name?
Oh, Ava Combs.
What's your other last name?
Ava Baroni.
Eva Baroni Combs. Yes, it's breaking news. Diddy adopted a white child. I want you to tell them the story about how I adopted you. But you still have beautiful parents but you're my child also. But please tell the story.
So Ava's parents, or whatever her name is, dropped her off over here with Diddy, his son, and probably a bunch of other men. And this is just okay? This is not a big deal? So when they said no minors, listen, yet nobody named, okay? But this looks crazy. And this is on his Instagram. This is 56,000 people watching this. This looks crazy. And this is his son, right? Isn't this the son that's Quincy, Al B Shore's kid? Child, I can't. Listen, I can only defend so many things, okay? Not that I'm here to defend Diddy. All I'm saying is that if we talking fair, it's one thing when you talk about adults doing activities that they might do as adults, but this looks weird. The Usher thing sounds crazy, but let's not forget that these kids' parents just dropped them the hell off, including Bieber. But child, we gonna move on to the next one since we talking about Al B Shore's son. This is from Skinny Boy as well, child. Al B Shore claims Diddy put him in a coma and took out Kim Porter. Allegedly.
Al B Shore is ready to spill all the Hennessy about how he fell into a coma, and he's allegedly pointing the finger at Diddy.
You did this to me!
Now, he announced that he's producing a biopic on his life. He's going to make sure he includes the part about him being in a coma. Now, fans instantly put two and two together that he was talking about Diddy because he mentioned he was going to need to call Homeland Security. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe so that you don't miss nothing. Now, for those of you that are aware, he is Kim Porter's ex and Quincy's father. Now, Diddy adopted him when he was just 3 years old and in a relationship with Kim Porter. Now, Al B Shore mentioned that he was on a plane when the news broke of the raid at Diddy's homes in LA and Miami, and he was happy that his son wasn't there to have to go through what Diddy's other kids went through. Now, he urged his son Quincy to come back home, where it's safe, and to get away from his monster of a stepfather, Diddy. He posted on social media, "Come home, the door's wide open. You're safe here, son. I love you. Pops, you're biological." Now, for years, Al B Shore has been hinting at the evils of Diddy.
He's evil in a way you've never read about.
But he was being very subliminal in his approach and not giving us any real concrete information. But ever since that raid in his coma, he took the gloves off. Now, in the summer of 2022, Al B collapsed and was rushed to the hospital, where he fell into a coma that lasted more than 2 months. The cause of the incident has never actually been revealed. Now, his marriage to Kim Porter in 1989 ended in divorce in 1990, and they had Quincy. Now, I'll be sure
they were married for 1 damn year. She saw something in Puffy. Is that what happened?
Has always had his doubts about the passing of Kim being pneumonia and has urged law enforcement to reinvestigate her death.
I don't trust him. All right.
Now, I'll go into more depth on her murder in my last video, which is linked below, so y'all can go check it out. Now, the relationship between Al B Shore and his son Quincy has always been estranged. When Quincy was 17, he wrote a letter to his dad saying, "A letter to my father." He indicated, "I've been inspired throughout my life by special circumstances and unique experiences. Foremost, I grew up with a family that injected me with unconditional love and enduring confidence. This is my foundation, the family holidays and celebrations with my maternal lineage, supportive smiles and audiences at school programs, guiding hands to complete homework and special projects in the wee hours of the morning."
Is he trying to say that's what Diddy did? Where do you have time for freak-offs if he was over here helping Quincy with his homework?
However, I grew up without my father, an irreplaceable force and influence that was absent in my life. I watched other kids enjoy the embrace of theirs, and I searched for a way to reconcile the meaning of my circumstance. Despite my pain, I've imagined a life as a good son with my father. Baseball, playing in school band, church, all of the things that you would expect his son to do, I've done. I stood in front of audiences to receive awards. I heard their applause and praise. But the accolades have been absent, the sound of his clapping hands and encouraging words, his voice that I could distinguish in my sleep. Where has he been? Now I reflect on the journey, the pain, the challenges, and the triumphs throughout this song. I'm reconciled as a man, no longer a boy, in verse. Now I know that I'm not alone. Sean Diddy Combs and Quincy Albert, also known as Al B, is my biological father. But Sean Combs, also known as Diddy, has been a father figure in my life for as long as I can remember. Sean Combs is a person who...
So then Alexander X said that she left him much like what Cassie did. Didn't she have the producer boyfriend? And then here come Puffy all of a sudden. Kim Porter over here with Al B, y'all. It's Al B. Like, it's Al B. Like, he might not be famous. People know who Al B. is. Black people do anyway. He was at the height back then, I'm pretty sure. Let me tell you how I feel about you night and day. Don't act like he wasn't a man. Stop this. Don't act like he wasn't a man. So she went on with Light Bright, and then all of a sudden Puffy on the rise. And all of a sudden she just like, oh no, I got to go, child. After a year, after you had a kid. Sounds about typical to me.
Who I look up to and appreciate as a father. He is the one who helped mold me into the person I am today, and I will always try to live up to his expectations. He's always been supportive of me, and I will forever love and respect him.
While he's sitting there looking like Al B. damn twin right next to damn Puffy.
As far as my biological father goes, the spitting image is all I have taken from him. Throughout my life, I've always wondered about him. Where was he? What was he doing?
Did he have any smoke for his good mama? Rest in peace to Kim Porter. I'm not saying nothing bad about her. I'm just saying he ain't got nothing to say about his mama. So what was up with that? Child.
Most importantly, was he even thinking about me? The absence of my father has given me a better understanding of what type of man I am going to be. I am grateful for my mom's love, support, guidance, and for her strength.
There you go. Same old crap, different biatch. Same old crap, different biatch.
Those who share my plight know that you have a great future, a destiny. Take the lemons that you are handed and make lemonade. Your journey isn't a letter to my father. So this is definitely crazy, man. Hopefully Al B. and his son, man, they can get their relationship back on track to where it needs to be. Because even a man that's grown at Quincy's age of 32, you still need your actual father.
At 32? Child, let me tell y'all something. This is just me, child. This is just me, all right? What we're not going to do is continue to give me your ass to kiss and think that I'm going to chase you just because you my kid. If you are disrespectful, then you can be disrespectful elsewhere. What I look like trying to forge a relationship with someone that don't want to have one with me. That's the same thing as trying to have a relationship, a romantic one with someone who don't want your ass. You are wasting your time. You said what you had to say. He said what he had to say. And if you're going to waste your life running on after him at 32, please. When do people grow up? That's all I'm trying to say. When? But the mama was always right. Puffy can do no wrong. And you over here talking big and bad and wrong. And I don't know. I'm just saying allegedly. Shout out to allegedly. As far as, what is his name? Al B. is concerned. So has anyone ever heard in the industry? I know we're not in the industry, but we know damn well we've heard things about Puffy, right? So what was the word on the curb about Al B. Bueller? Was there any word about him being allegedly ABCD? Was he, what did Corey Holcomb call it? Bucci something, something like that. Was there any things about Al B. having freak offs? Was there anything about Al B. just dropping women here, there, and everywhere? No, none of that. But that's the bad guy. Goodbye. But that's the bad guy. Child, please. Shout out to Live from New York. Thank you, honey. He said, I wish I was 32 again. Stop it. You ain't gotta be 32 to have a freak off. Shoot, Diddy is 55, 56 having them, child. Boo-booic. Thank you. Boo-booic. Any word on Al B Sure being boo-booic at all? No, nothing. But he wasn't good enough. So she went on to the next one. And then she got whatever happened there based off of what's been said allegedly. Then you got Cassie, who left her man. Has anyone ever heard about, I forget what y'all said his name was, the producer dude. Anybody ever heard about him being ABCD? Anybody heard him being boo-booic? Anybody heard about him slapping people around? Anybody heard about him treating women like bricks? I'm thinking no. I could be wrong. Let me know. Send me the video, child, because we'll talk about it. So in other words, what we're kind of seeing right here, y'all, okay, as we break this down, is that biatches go for the bad boy. Like literally, shout out to Puffy as Bad Boy Records. You can have the best man in the world, and then you're gonna leave him because there's somebody that you think is better, who is a bad boy, who already had the issue over at the basketball game, who already had rumors about his lifestyle, we shall call it. There were already things that he had done, but you're gonna leave this good, decent person to go on over here with him, and then stuff happens, and it's like, what happened? What happened? Moving on, child. Moving on. So the assistant U.S. attorney revealed additional text from more of Diddy's alleged female victims. I'm not a rag doll. I'm someone's child. Reading Sean Combs' second bail hearing script, AUSA read 4 texts allegedly sent to Combs by unidentified female victims. 1, I turn my head for a second and you get effed up and you drag me down the hall by my hair. 2, I have bleeding cuts. 3, you hit me in the head 2 good times. 4, when you get effed up the wrong way, you always want to show me that you have the power and you knock me around. I'm not a rag doll. I'm someone's child. I tell you, this is interesting. If anything, I can say this is definitely interesting. Let's hear from Law and Crime. Diddy's freak-off parties and the dirty allegations behind them. Lord, they really are focused on these freak-offs. Like those people were not adults. Like, is this the big deal? Is the freak-offs, or should we concentrate more on the RICO of it? Is that what I would say? The RICO of it all. Where's that at? Not all this. They used what is it? Baby oil. I don't give a damn about that. That's not against the law. Now, him having 2 GUNs with no serial numbers on them, now that's a problem. How come nobody talking about that? All they want to talk about is the freaky stuff. Am I lying?
Disgraced music mogul Sean Diddy Combs remains behind bars in a Brooklyn, New York federal jail, a stark difference from his mansions in South Florida and Los Angeles. This week, the once famed producer's fall from grace came to a head when he was arrested in New York City and charged with racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking by force, fraud, coercion, and transportation to engage in prostitution. While appearing in front of a federal judge on Tuesday, he pleaded not guilty to the crimes. Diddy was once known for his boisterous personality, often appearing as a fun-loving guy who would host great parties, including his now infamous white party.
He would host great parties, his infamous white party. Nobody knew about that, huh? That's just crazy.
But since his fall from grace, many who have filed lawsuits against him allege sinister activities were going on behind the scenes. At the center of the government's case against Diddy are his alleged freak-offs, which according to the indictment were elaborate and produced sex performances that Diddy arranged, directed, pleasured himself to, and often electronically recorded. But the freak-offs were first alluded to in Cassie's now settled federal civil lawsuit that was filed in November of last year and settled within a day. In the suit, it says Diddy would repeatedly ask Cassie at random moments that he wanted a freak-off or FO, and she was expected to facilitate the location and hiring of male sex workers. The suit would go on to say during their relationship, the mogul would insist on an FO weekly, which would often take place in hotel suites. It's alleged.
Where is the RICO of it all? Where's the RICO of it all?
Diddy would pay to fly male sex workers to his location, which included cities in the United States, and he would require Cassie and his staff to help him make these arrangements. According to the federal indictment against him, when the federal agents searched through his homes during the raids, they seized drugs and more than 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant. In Cassie's suit, she alleged Diddy's assistant, who also set up the freak-offs, would stock the hotel suites with baby oil and Astroglide. And Diddy always supplied her and the sex workers with copious amount of drugs like ecstasy, cocaine, GHB, and ketamine. According to her suit, she would frequently get anxious before the FOs to the point she would become physically ill. But still, Diddy would shame her into performing for him, and if she didn't want to participate, she was met with anger and violence. In Rodney Jones Jr.'s civil racketeering lawsuit first filed in February of this year, he alleged Diddy had a habit of regularly drugging his party guests and having forced sex with men and women. Like the federal indictment laid out, Diddy didn't work alone. He always had a team helping him with his alleged crimes. Jones, who was also once in Diddy's inner circle, alleged...
Can we start talking about that then? Maybe we should start talking about the people that helped him and start naming those people instead of continuing to always talk about these damn freak-offs. I don't think there's anything left to talk about there.
In his lawsuit, he was required to solicit sex workers and perform sex acts with them for Diddy's pleasure. Adult film star Adria English, who filed her suit against Diddy in July of...
An adult... I can't do this. I can't do this.
Like the federal indictment laid out, Diddy didn't work alone. He always had a team helping him with his alleged crimes. Jones, who was also once in Diddy's inner circle, alleged in his lawsuit he was required to solicit sex workers and perform sex acts with them for Diddy's pleasure. Adult film star Adria English, who filed her suit against Diddy in July of this year, alleged she was groomed into sex trafficking over time by Diddy.
Can Diddy solve global warming? Because it definitely seems like he has all this control over whole ass adults. This is crazy. This is crazy. I tell you, he got this mind control going on around here.
In her suit, she said she first met Diddy around 2004 when her boyfriend at the time was auditioning for a modeling gig at Diddy's fashion line, Sean John. She claims her boyfriend and another model were asked to perform oral sex on Diddy in order to get the job. And when he refused, Diddy's associate offered him the job as long as Adria worked as a go-go dancer at his white party in the Hamptons. She says at his party, she regularly had a drink.
Oh, I'm sorry. So she went. So she took the job. So she went up there and took the money. You mean she wanted to hang out with Diddy? You mean she took that daggone money? You mean she went up there to the damn Hamptons? But somehow, some way, this is all Diddy's fault? She was groomed? Good effing bye. So this is the crap where it's like, I think the lawyer is like, I know you effing lying, because I'm sitting here thinking, I know you effing lying from an adult star, okay? We got to be careful around here. Listen to the mods, listen to Casey Cat. So you out here being a worker, and then you get hired to work, and then you say it's somebody else's fault. If these biatches don't get up out of here.
Alcohol laced with drugs like ecstasy. According to her suit, Diddy demanded she have sex with party guests. And if she didn't, he would tank her career and blackball her and her boyfriend from the industry if they didn't comply.
What career? As a career as a...
Diddy's most recent accuser, singer Dawn Richard from Danity Kane, alleged in her lawsuit filed about a week before her former boss's arrest that at an after party, she saw a copious amount of illegal drugs, and the girls who attended the parties appeared lethargic or passed out, while Diddy and his guests allegedly performed sexual acts on them. She alleged in her suit Diddy told party guests, "This is a buffet, enjoy yourselves. This is what we do. This is how we party."
Yeah, full disclosure. What do people think was happening? I don't know what's going on now, child. But what did people think was happening back in Studio 54? You thought they was just in there singing Christmas carols? What did people think was happening in many of these places? The casting couch. Does no one ever heard of the casting couch? I'm confused. Like, this is all they want to talk about. And this stuff is just not surprising. As much as you hoes be on this daggone here internet, Al Gore's internet, talking about everything that you do. Come on now. This is crazy. They ain't talking nothing Rico-ish. They just talking, all they keep saying is women and freak-offs. Women, lube, baby oil, freak-offs. Women, oil, lube, freak-offs. Women, lube, baby oil, freak-offs. That's it. Where the Rico at? How come you're not talking about all these people who saw all this and didn't say anything, but now all of a sudden we supposed to be outraged because they got something to say? Shout out to Tremaine. Yeah, y'all thought a prayer circle was going on at Hugh Hefner's Playboy Mansion? What y'all think going on down there in daggone in those places in Vegas right now, like where it's legal? What y'all think going on over there? What is going on over here on these OF accounts? Child, what's going on over there on Twitter, child? Twitter is a place, child. I'm gonna just leave it at that. Woo! Twitter is a special place. Okay. Woo!
Under Diddy's federal indictment, it alleges the producer threatened and coerced women and others around him to fulfill his sexual desires for years. When federal prosecutors announced the unsealing of the federal indictment against him, U.S. Attorney Damian Williams said the victims were filled with drugs to control them for long periods of time, with participants of the freak-offs typically having to get IV fluids to recover from the physical exertion.
The freak-offs sometimes lasted days at a time, involved multiple commercial sex workers, and often involved a variety of narcotics, such as ketamine, ecstasy, and GHB, which Combs distributed to the victims to keep them obedient and compliant. As alleged, when Combs didn't get his way, he was violent and subjected victims to physical, emotional, and verbal abuse so that they would participate in the freak-offs, and that Combs hit, kicked, threw objects at, and dragged victims, at times by their hair.
While arguing,
what I would like to know, Mr. AUSA, is for all those women that happened to, did they come back? For all those women that happened to, my question would be, did they come back? Once they got out of there, just say they was being held against their will and they was forced to, and they was all under the influence. It's not right. It's not fair. Oh my God. And they went home. My question is, did they come back? That's all. That's all. Because if they did, I'm just a little confused as to how you can even do this, especially if they willingly came back. I don't care if he said he gonna ruin their daggone career. I don't care if he said he gonna tell on the boyfriend. Is that more important for you to go freak off, or is it more important for you to have your own self-respect in your life and your livelihood and everything else? You could always go get a job. You know, all them videos on my React channel where everybody's saying they can't find a job, the economy is no good, the eggs is high, the milk is high, all that. Nobody want to get a job. Nobody wants to work, but they want to have everything. Child, please. I'm not about to listen to all this, but we'll listen to a little bit more.
For bail after he was arraigned, Diddy's attorney reportedly told the judge it's not sex trafficking if the participants of the freak-offs wanted to be there.
They over here listening to me. They over here listening to me. That's what I'm talking about. Exactly. Child, go play with somebody else.
After Diddy was denied bail on Tuesday by a federal judge, his attorney, seemingly disappointed Diddy wasn't issued bail, said he'll continue to fight for his client.
So this was the first step. We have a bail appeal scheduled for tomorrow at 3:30 in front of Judge Carter, the district judge assigned to this case. I think that we made the points that we've been wanting to make. I think he came out. Mr. Combs is a fighter. He's going to fight this to the end. He's innocent. He came to New York to establish his innocence. He's not afraid. He's not afraid of the charges. There's nothing that the government said in their presentation today that changes anyone's mind about anything. He's been looking forward to this day. He's been looking forward to clearing his name, and he's going to clear his name. And we're going to stand by his side as he does. We believe in him wholeheartedly. He didn't do these things. This was a 10-year relationship. There's no coercion. There's no crime. There's basically just, someone who brought a civil case and now is finding themselves as a witness in a criminal case. And we're going to fight this case with everything we have, as is he. And eventually he's going to be shown to be innocent. And so tomorrow we fight again, and we'll fight every day until we don't have to fight anymore.
Now the once beloved, but also to some feared music mogul, will have to wait to eventually face his fate in federal court. I'm joined now by a really great...
Girl, I ain't listening to that. So we gonna act like we didn't see when he made Making the Band people walk all the way to Brooklyn to get him a cheesecake, and y'all thought that was somebody that you could come around and everything would be happy-go-lucky? I know y'all know about that. Everybody know about that. But let's go over here to Pimp C, child. What does he do? The clip of the late Pimp C is circulating. Oh, well, I guess he ain't doing much. Rest in peace to that man. Is circulating amidst Diddy's arrest. Pimp C did not mention anyone's name. So y'all remember Pimp C telling us about Diddy, the diddler. I guess he just died randomly for no reason. So now everything is... So now Diddy is responsible for everybody who has ever died in the world. He is one powerful man, I tell you.
I'm gonna say this too. These niggas out there think this shit is cool, but it ain't cool. Me and this man ain't never been butt naked in no room together with no hoes, pulling no orgy type shit or doing none of that whole ass shit you niggas out there be doing, think you doing some fly shit. Nigga, if you in a room naked with some other niggas and some broad, them niggas looking at your ass. And it's
viewer discretion is advised, child. Viewer discretion is advised. Woo! What is going on?
That shit is gay, and you need to get on some other shit. Me and this man got nothing but respect for each other. We ain't never put no train. We ain't no motherfucking freaks. We some family men. We getting this paper. You know what I'm talking about? And I had to put that out there, bun, because a lot of niggas doing a lot of fugazi shit out here, man. You know what I'm saying? These niggas, they flip-flopping, they pitching and they catching with these boys, and they doing all...
They pitching in they kitchen with these boys. I ain't heard that in years.
So, and if you gay, that's cool, but be gay and come on out and be that.
Yeah.
Don't be in front of us and acting like a straight-up G, and then you get over here and you letting these boys bust up your back. Because, you know, it gonna come to the light. And yeah, I want to put that out there, man. This man ain't never seen me naked. I ain't never seen him naked. We don't desire to do no shit like that. We ain't going out like that. And we were wild young teenagers.
We before that X, you know, that X, yeah. That shit fucking like.
I'm gonna say this too, these niggas.
Rest in peace to Pimp C. Now, he ain't say no names, but I guess they're going to try to act like he was talking about Puffy, right? Because everything is now Puffy's fault, y'all, okay? Everything is Puffy's fault. But Diddy's publicist, Natalie Moore, quietly exits after nearly 2 decades amidst his arrest. Natalie Moore, a prominent PR strategist, quietly resigned from her role as Diddy's publicist following his arrest in connection with a federal trafficking case. Moore had been a key figure in shaping Diddy's public image for over 2 decades and played a significant role in his major projects and campaigns. I guess she said he ain't gonna be out, I ain't got nothing to do. She said, I ain't gonna get paid, then what I need to be here for, right? All right. So I had to go ahead and see who the hell she was, right? So I see her over here on Twitter, a special place called Twitter, also known as X. Chief Communications Officer, 2,300 followers. Every single damn thing she got is about damn Diddy. So it looks like back in 2023, he had an article in Art and Leisure. That might be the New York Times. She got that. For over 25 years, Natalie has been a global communications leader to the biggest entities, including Diddy. These are his kids. All right. Here's Diddy with Khaled. Here's Diddy with James, what's his name? Can't think of his last name, child. So everything she had to do with Diddy. Now all of a sudden she gonna be quitting. Girl, you know what's going on. She ain't say nothing. I don't know these people. She ain't say nothing. Look at this. Oh, no. Is that allowed? Are they allowed to be together? Oh, at that birthday party, maybe. Shout out to TJ James Corbin. Thank you, hon. We remember this picture. I remember this picture. Who is this? Oh, is this Will Smith's son? Is that Will Smith's son? Child. Oh, the former Mr. and Mrs. Cardi B. I don't think they together no more. Shout out to Shamarcus in the building. Thank you so much, hon. Rest in peace to Pimp C. Yep, R.I.P. to Pimp C. You mean, was this before they went to one of them Diddy parties? You know, one of those infamous Diddy parties, y'all. Let me see. Hold on. Let's see. Let's see. Nobody wanted to be over here, right? Nobody wanted to be over here, right? Y'all remember this? Oh no, was that Kobe? Who's that? The Kardashians? Is Dr. Dre and his ex-wife? My, how things have changed in a few years, child. So is Puffy responsible for Kobe too? That is Kobe and his pregnant wife right there, isn't it? That is Kobe and his pregnant. So Kobe Bryant took his pregnant wife to Diddy's party. So that means that through the transitive property, based off of the things that people keep saying, is that potentially and allegedly Puffy allegedly could have something to do with Kobe not being here. Rest in peace to Kobe. Allegedly, because he's responsible for everything else. Happy birthday to me! Happy birthday! Oh no, you mean because all of them hung out together, then that means everything that happens is Diddy's fault? That's Jay, that's Ye, and Pharrell, if I'm not mistaken. Was that Pharrell in the other picture? Wait, who was that? Y'all help me with these people. Who was that? I don't know who that lady was. Who was that black lady? Is that model? Child, I think that's the model. I can't think of her name. Yeah. Oh, they had the kids there too. Look at all these waiters. Waiters, it's all their fault. Thank you. Yes, Naomi Campbell. Thank you so much. That's exactly who that was. These waiters, is it their fault too? Oh, we know that Puffy is responsible for Andre Harrell. Rest in peace to Andre Harrell. Oh, who that white man, child? I know he a rapper. Who that white man? I can't think of his name. Ain't this Rihanna's baby daddy? Everybody was up in this piece. You trying to tell me that these people didn't know what was going on? Nothing, nada. Child. It's Travis Scott. Ain't that Rihanna's baby daddy? Post Malone. Thank you. Yes, Post Malone. He even had the white people all up and through, child. That man, whew, I don't know who that is, child. Kobe, you had your pregnant wife in there with Snoop Dogg, knowing damn well he was. Who's a bald man? Anybody know him, Bueller? Is he anybody? I don't know. Mary! All this partying, you saying that this is all Diddy's fault? I don't know who this lady is. Oh, so then there's the random people that we don't know. Oh, Chance the Rapper was there. My, how things have changed. All these people still married. Oh no, the Queen was here too. Queen Latifah. Queen Latifah. No.
put your glasses up in the air.
Glasses
Let's
up.
take a toast to
You know.
Sean Combs, Puff Daddy, Kim Porter. Let's go, everybody take a
Hey! Hey! Oh, we wasn't having a good time at these parties? You telling me that all these people didn't know nothing? None of these people didn't know nada, not nothing? Oh, Kevin Hart! Kevin Hart! No. Yeah, Wokewill said, how much lube did they how much lube did they need for this event? Look at Kevin. Where your wife at, Kevy Kev? Kevy Kev, where your wife at, boo?
A nigga finna get loose. A nigga finna get loose. A nigga finna get loose.
So somebody thinks that a man like this, in the midst of all this, doing all this, throwing this big ass party for himself, doing all this video, doing all this promotion, doing all the work that he does, somebody was supposed to say, now Puffy, you know you really shouldn't be doing this. Who thought that, Bueller? That's why Charlamagne sound like a freaking fool. Goodbye, sir. Who was going to tell this man what to do? His mama probably in there somewhere. We just didn't see her. His mama probably in there. Janet just said that Oprah was in there and probably Gail was in there too. Stedman said, I'll see y'all when you get back. So none of all these people knew anything in the industry, right? I tell you, woo, that Puffy, can you do something about global warming, child? Because since you were in control of everything. Shout out to Sank Fan up in here. Thank you, hon. He said, something tells me that he had regular Bruce Wayne type rich people parties. Now, maybe the eyes wide shut stuff probably happened at other times. I don't have any doubt whatsoever that all these people were willing participants, and they sat there and did what they did and thought that they was just going to go home, and it just didn't. It happened that way. And now they all scared because, like somebody said, they awfully quiet. People is awfully quiet. It's only Gene Deal, who basically is admitting that he saw everything and didn't do anything. And old footage. That's it. Shout out to Shamarcus with another 2. Appreciate you, hon. He said, who threw the most parties? Puff or... Tiffany probably threw the most parties, but Puffy probably threw the best parties. We'll put it that way. Shout out to you. Now, to go from this to being in a cell and food with maggots in it, according to y'all, and being in Brooklyn and can't leave and can't go home and can't see your family and can't have a party and can't get no DRUGS and can't get no cheeks and can't do nothing. He didn't produce his own 50th birthday party. But everybody else, he done made everybody else do everything else, and it's no other adults. Anyway, child, I see you, CDT Beats. Listen, when I look at all this stuff and then I think about it, I'm like, could be that. Unless he got great faith. Listen, OJ was in jail the whole time and, he was all right. So you never know. Shout out to Jay Gray. Thank you so much, and I appreciate you. He said Diddy likes his man cheeks motorboated. Lord have mercy, y'all. Let me tell you something. Y'all know who Brashear Gray is, right? I didn't believe it, but child, I done synced it being on Twitter looking up this crap. He is straight up A, B, C, D, but he is touting his OnlyFans. So you can get away with so much on Twitter. Oh my goodness. I didn't see more of that man. And I know more about his crevices than I do anybody I've ever known in my life. Okay. It's crazy. It's crazy. This is where he's at. This is what he's down to at this point. Times is allegedly tough, child. If he don't get a job, he ain't getting no job after this, child. I tell you that. The things that I done seen, whoo, Lord, help your people. Shout out to Skinny Boy for the 2. I appreciate all your help tonight, hon. He said Diddy was in there doing the popping. Not in there doing the popping pastor, you crazy. Shout out to Skinny Boy for all of the videos tonight, child. This is too much, y'all. But I'm done for the night, y'all. It's been 2 hours. That's enough. There's really nothing new. It's just everybody coming up talking about everything that they're freaking reinterpreting everything that has ever happened with regard to Diddy and everybody. You know what? Who just said, I'm waiting for TD Jakes to say something. That's all I'm waiting for at this point. That's the only new thing that could come out for me. The rest of it is the same old, same old. It's the same old, same old. I mean, I got a couple videos that I'm working on, but I'm just saying it's just the same old, same old. So that's it. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, y'all, I appreciate all your support tonight. I'm done. It's hot and I got things to do. I will see you all on Saturday, hopefully. Saturday, we're going to go over that Cam video and see what else is going on as far as crime is concerned. We haven't done any crime is down. There's plenty of crime going on for some reason. I'm a little confused. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for being here. Please make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you are new. I see you all in the next one.
They're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. And this is what's happening in our country. They're eating the dogs, eating the dogs. They're eating the dogs, dogs, dogs. They're eating the dogs, eating the dogs. They're eating the dogs, dogs, dogs. They're eating the dogs, eating the dogs. They're eating the dogs, dogs. Millions and millions of dogs, eating the dogs. They're eating the dogs, dogs, dogs. They're eating the dogs. Fight the way they fly. They're eating the dogs, dogs, dogs. And it's a shame. Eating the cat, eating the cat. Eating the cat, 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 eating the cat. They're eating the dogs, eating the dogs. They're eating the dogs, dogs, dogs. They're eating the dogs, eating the dogs. They're eating the dogs, dogs. Millions and millions of dogs, eating the dogs. They're eating the dogs, dogs, dogs. They're eating the dogs, eating the dogs. They're eating the dogs, dogs. And it's a shame. Eating the cat, 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 eating the, they're eating.